Hey you guys, listen, we are here today at Junior Achievement in San Diego, and this is spectacular. This is not a rinky-dink operation. This place is huge. So Greg Ludwig and Amanda in marketing and myself, we're going to go in today where our job is to do some training, get to meet some executives, and continue to work on our communication and building our relationships. So it should be fun. We're excited to have you with us today. Hi you guys, we are here today at Junior Achievement in San Diego, and our SOFA representative for San Diego is going to be Greg Ludwig. Greg, we're glad to have you here. We're going to be in training, and this lovely young lady, Allison, is going to take Greg and I through the training program. So do you want to just tell our members just a little bit about what Greg and I are going to go through today, what we're going to see?
Sure, absolutely. We're going to take these two gentlemen through a volunteer training so that they're ready to teach one of our classroom programs. So we will teach them the basics of classroom management. We will work with the actual curriculum kits, and we'll get them all ready to go and be confident presenters in the school.
Oh, that's great. Now, the school, is it already chosen, or do we choose it, or how does that mechanics work? Really, Greg?
Yeah, well, we're actually going to talk about that today. We try and liaise between the school and the volunteer to find something that works for both. So we'll discuss the area, the grade level, and then we'll find you a great placement in the area that you're looking for.
That sounds wonderful.
Hey, well listen, we're tickled to be here. And for you guys, we're going to, first of all, we want to thank Amanda. She's on the other side of that camera. Okay, and we are going to have all kinds of little snippets throughout that we'll craft together so you guys can get a real good idea when you sign up in your city with your area president, area director, whatever each one of them call themselves, and make contact with them and getting involved in the training. This will give you an excellent preview of that. So with that, we'll say goodbye for now, and we'll start up in a minute.
So this is JA BizTown. This is actually a mini city with 21 actual businesses and organizations represented. And so today we have over 100 fifth graders in from a local elementary school, and they are tasked with the assignment of working for the day and also becoming consumers for the day. So for half the simulation, they're actually working at their jobs, they're getting paid, they're doing different functions. You'll see we have various businesses represented. And then they each get 2 breaks where they get to, enjoy themselves, go spend their hard-earned money, and become members of the economy. So we try and get them to spend and enjoy the day and really take advantage of all the opportunities that are here for them.
Breaks on time, work hard all day, and be courageous, friendly, and respectful of others. Now I would like to invite some of our CEOs and specialists to tell you about the products or services they will be providing today. Please welcome the CEO of ESTA.
Awesome. Can I get everyone flat on the floor? Everyone sit flat on the floor, boys.
Hey guys, listen, we are here, you're going to love this name, Perky Perkins. Sounds like a third base on the 1939 Cubs. Okay? Perky, thank you for having us.
Hey, you're welcome. Thanks for being here.
Tell all my people across America your role, what you do, and the cool stuff that you're responsible for.
Oh my goodness.
Because Allison today will be taking us through the training, but just a couple of minutes.
Well, just a couple of minutes. How about a couple of seconds? But what I do for Junior Achievement is I help secure our programs. First of all, what is Junior Achievement? A nonprofit organization that helps teach students about financial literacy. We go into the classroom and we partner with businesses throughout the county, bringing our programs to students all throughout San Diego County. My job is to partner with our corporations and our corporate partners, making sure that our funding will be sustained for our programs
So
to last.
are you the money lady?
I am the money lady. That's what I do. But also
Hi, Wallace, Greg.
hi, money ladies all over across the nation. But basically partnering our corporations with the classrooms and helping to bridge that gap. And so I'm excited to have SOFA be a part of our volunteer family and possibly coming on to help us support and keep those programs going
Absolutely.
forward.
No.
So
Now,
just
Tara
really
told
excited.
me that on November 2nd,
Yes.
you're having a big fundraiser. Now, is it an annual fundraiser?
It is an annual
Tell us about it
fundraiser.
real quick.
It's our San Diego Hall of Fame, or San Diego Business Hall of Fame, where we induct business entrepreneurs into our Hall of Fame here at Junior Achievement for what they have done throughout the county. So for their business prowess, for their acumen, we just induct them, and then we hope that they fill up that whole ballroom. That's a beautiful place,
Yes.
at the Hotel Del Coronado.
Yes.
And they invite their friends, their colleagues to come out and help us celebrate them and what they've done for the city of San Diego.
And then you follow up and you start to network
We
in with
do.
those leads. And
We do, yes, we follow up with the leads. We hope to invite them here
Yes.
to see our BizTown facility and to get them engaged, to get them involved with what we're doing and to bring them right on board. So that's what we do, and once again, we're so happy to have you. High five on that, Jim. Yeah, that's
Good.
awesome.
All right. Well, there you go. We got the right lady in San Diego working on this. We've now got to go into our training program. We're being trained here by Allison.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
we're excited about this. Thanks for stopping
Perfect.
by.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a great training.
Thank you.
All right, take care, you guys.
We're in the room here with Allison. Greg and I now are going to be trained in this stuff, and I thought it would only be appropriate to have the boss tell us all what we're going to do and what we can expect.
Perfect. So today, as with many JA offices, we're going to run through a standard classroom volunteer training. So we'll begin with a history of our organization so you get a context for what Junior Achievement is and where we're located. We'll walk through some classroom management techniques so that if you've never worked with kids before, or even if you have some great ways to connect with them and make this curriculum relevant and exciting. And then last but not least, we will spend a good part of our time going through this curriculum packet. So we'll show you how the JA curriculum is comprised, what it has inside of this kit, and we'll go through a couple of the activities so you get a good feel for it. And then the aim is that when you walk out of this room, you feel confident and inspired to go into that classroom and teach those kids. And also that you feel comfortable doing some prep on your own, because there's a little bit of homework today. We'll do this training, but then you get to go home and really prepare these materials so that you walk into that classroom and are ready to go.
Now, you bring up an excellent point. Many of you go to SOFA headquarters and say, oh my gosh, Jim, what am I going to use for content? I'm being thrown into a situation with fifth graders. What do we do? So one of the things that we've got here, as Greg will be our San Diego SOFA guy, okay, is you have stuff, content ready, the whole deal, right?
Yes, and we would not ask you to go into a fifth grade classroom and come up with something that was going to catch their attention. That's a challenging task. But luckily, JAUSA has come up with this curriculum that is extremely hands-on. It's experiential learning. You're not lecturing for 45 minutes. Really, you're more of a facilitator, taking the kids through activities where they're going to have aha moments, as we call them, where they're learning, doing a fun game, doing something exciting, and then all of a sudden they think, aha, that's what you're trying to teach me. So that's the most powerful learning that we think is out there. And also this program directly correlates to state education standards and the Common Core standards. So teachers love having us in the classroom because this helps them achieve their goals of higher testing scores as well.
One question before we kick this off today. If you could generalize, what would be the average response for a teacher after a volunteer entrepreneurial business person goes in, does a crackerjack job, gets the kids fired up, and leaves? I mean, what's the response of these teachers that allow these people, volunteers, to come into their classroom?
It's complete elation. They love having folks bring the business world into their classroom, and when they see a volunteer that comes in well trained and able to connect with the kids, they say all the time that they see their kids learning in a completely different way. They see students who aren't normally engaged or perform well academically, they see them take a step up and really engage with this curriculum and get excited about it. So really, it's a level of excitement in their classroom that they don't often get to see because of having a guest in there. It's like a field trip without leaving your classroom.
So would it be safe to say that it also kind of lays the foundation early, getting that mindset ready for work readiness?
Absolutely. Seeing someone come in dressed the way you're dressed in business clothing makes them think differently about their futures, and really a lot of our programs open up the students' eyes to the different options out there.
So Greg, as a San Diego businessman, cannot come in like Junior Seau with his t-shirt and shorts and flip-flops?
We prefer that you don't. It's still exciting for the kids, but to see that professional role model is really exciting.
Good. Well, listen, that's it, and then we're going to start doing this, so we'll leave it to Amanda. Thanks again for everything. Guys, I'm fired up. This is an exciting deal. So with that, we're going to turn it over. We're in your hands.
Perfect. Junior Achievement Kit, and you'll be receiving one of these depending on which grade level you choose. We have different programs that we
Now,
offer.
is this a local kit? Or if I have someone in Duluth and they were sitting with their Allison or
Yes.
Fred, would it be the same thing?
It would be the exact same thing. If you're teaching this 3rd grade program, your friend across the country is teaching the same 3rd grade
So it's all
program.
standardized.
It's all standardized.
Beautiful.
So also, once you teach once, it's easy to jump back in because the curriculum's all laid out the same. You want
Did
to
you
teach
hear
3rd
that,
grade,
Big reel right
then
back
10th
in.
grade, it's the same layout, which is great.
Cool.
So I'll go through a couple standard components of our kit. So this is the entire curriculum package for your sessions. And so we have the guidebook, which is going to be your trusty friend. You'll be going through this in great detail, and this outlines each of the 5 sessions in the program. We also have some standard elements. So again, if you're teaching 5th grade, 8th grade, 10th grade, you'll have these components specific for your program. The first are these table tents. So we're sending you into a classroom with between 25 and 40 students. You need to remember their names. So these are table tents that you'll hand out at the first session. The kids will write their name nice and big and in pen. I kid you not, if you don't say that, they'll write it up in the corner and you're squinting and can't see anything. So there's the table tents. You'll pass those out, and that way you can build rapport with the students by calling them out by their names. We also have a Junior Achievement banner. So we ask that you hang this up at the front of your classroom while you're teaching so that the kids can.
Let everybody see that. Work readiness, entrepreneurship, financial literacy. You know what SOFA's mission is? To end financial illiteracy.
Ooh,
One community at a time.
that's a great time.
We're buddies.
Yeah, we are. We're meant to be together.
Okay.
So this helps the students associate the experience they're having with our organization instead of that guy that came into our classroom a bunch of times. They know that it's a Junior Achievement experience. We also have a little window decal for you if you want to put us on your car and promote your great work in the community to others. That's for you.
I would like to put that in our reception area.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or something like that in our reception area so all of our members and people come in. What's the deal with Junior Achievement?
Yep, yeah, we've got lots. We can provide that for sure. And then one of the pieces that I think is really important are these certificates of achievement. So not all of our kids get recognized in these huge schools that we're working in, so it's really kind of a big deal when they receive the certificate of achievement at the end of the program. So I recommend carving out about 10 minutes at the end of your last session and filling these out in advance. And what you do is you have each student come up one by one and you have a little graduation ceremony. So maybe beforehand you demonstrate what a good business handshake looks like so you don't get 3rd graders going, handing
The
you that
dead
limp
fish.
hand. Yep, the dead fish. So you show them what it means, good eye contact, a solid grip, and then you really practice that and call them up. Everyone claps for them, you hand them their certificate, give them a handshake, and say, great job. You'll see even the toughest kids that maybe didn't show a positive reaction to the program really just melt under this type of activity. They just love it to death.
Self-esteem goes up.
Exactly, and that is definitely something that we're working on as a byproduct of learning all these skills. So these are a great tool as well. For our elementary school programs, we actually give out postcards to each student as well. So these have magnets on the front. They can put them on their refrigerator and promote JA at home. And they also have a note to their parents about what they learned in school. So we're hoping that this helps bridge that connection between what they're learning in the classroom and then also their parents. So for some of our programs at the high school level, they don't get postcards, but they get worksheets.
Let me say something about that. This is a terrific bridge, and here's what I'm talking about. We have a lot of our members across America do a lot of college planning workshops, okay? If little Susie comes home and mom and dad both working, come home beat every night, instead of getting like my kids when they were little, how was school like? Fine. Anything new? No. Starts talking, and they get excited, okay? When you're in that school, you have an opportunity to link up with that PTA chapter president of that campus and start talking about bridging from that point, offering the opportunity of the parents of those kids, especially in elementary and junior high, if they would like to have an on-campus workshop for the parents for college planning or anything, and those parents might come for one reason because of what you did helping junior achievement of those kids in the classroom. so we can bridge over, Greg, as I said, transition to adult achievement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's really
Absolutely.
cool.
Yeah, this is a fun piece. And then last but not least, we give out these junior journals. These are something that can be taken home and done again with their parents, and these sort of complement the activities that you've been doing with the kids in the classroom. So it's just a fun way to practice and again, just share that information with their parents. So those are sort of the standard elements.
Today, Allison gave us, Greg and I, an example. Okay, and this would be, Allison, approximately what age group, what kids?
This is a
would be?
third grade program.
This is a third grade program. Give us the thimbles, just a real quick, pick them up, talk to us about what this is about this restaurant deal that you said.
Perfect. So this activity addresses entrepreneurship. So in the third grade program, we've been talking about cities, how they're comprised, different zones within a city, and then we get into a little exercise in entrepreneurship where the students are asked to start their own restaurant. So they get this flyer, little faux menu, and they get to fill out a worksheet that says, if you were to start your own restaurant, what would the qualities be of that restaurant? It goes into where would you place it on a city map? Would you put it in the residential area? Would you put it in the business zone? They get to make that choice. The next question is the price point. So in order to make a profit, how much would you have to charge your customers for your food? The next question is what type of product are you going to sell? We have a little poll here that indicates that Italian is the most popular type of food. But are you going to go with the trend, or are you going to go out on a limb and say, I want to do Mexican food anyways? So the kids get to visualize what their restaurant would look like. And last but not least, they get to choose their staff. So out of these 4 employees, who would you hire? Would you hire Sarah, who likes people and enjoys math, or would you hire James, who likes to cook and is very creative? So they actually get to step into the seat of an entrepreneur and make real decisions about their business.
So I think this is really cool. Rent is $30, food is $15, employees are $15, advertising is $5. It's going to cost them $65. There's a question over here, number 3, recipe for success. If 10 people eat at your restaurant, will you charge $6, $7, $8, $9 per meal? Well, remember their cost is $65. So if it's $10, then it's $90. So then they have their $25 of profit. But the $9 a meal might be too expensive, which wouldn't bring enough people in. Greg, this is absolutely awesome for these little whippersnappers to go through this stuff. And you really get this classroom dialed in, working in it as a group, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, another thing that I really want to compliment JA on, because I know you guys, everybody panics at game time. You know, where's the content? You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys see this stuff. I mean, it's all packaged. You know, Rin Tin Tin can use this stuff. I mean, it's right there. It's all right there. It lays out the minutes of the presentation, definition points for the kids to do. I mean, it's all here. We got this. Man, I don't know if you got, a picture of this here for these guys to see that. I mean, everything on the packet of that hour that you guys would be doing is a kit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's right there. And then like you said, Allison, we want to get it, we want to review it, internalize it, the night before. And get totally organized, but it's all right there, right?
Mm-hmm. Everything you need is there, and we know that you'll be successful with these activities.
Yeah.
They're tried and true.
Greg and I, we're not the swiftest, and we have it down pretty much in 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's turnkey, absolutely.
Yeah,
turnkey.
it's really cool,
Well,
guys.
very
That's
well
what I want you to understand. You're not in the lurch going to the school like, now what do I do?
Yeah.
You don't have to
All
do
here.
a song and dance. It's right here. All of this stuff is right here. Okay, well, I want to thank everybody on the training. As I said, Greg is going to be our San Diego contact who's going to be working, with Junior Achievement in San Diego. Greg, I think, not from the corporate side of SOFA, but from the membership side, how do you feel about what we did today and what Allison provided you?
Well, I was really impressed. I didn't quite know what the training was going to be about or how it was going to go. But first of all, Allison, great job of going through it. The material is great. It's really set up to be a step-by-step. Follow the instructions. The material is high quality. The content is good, and the business concepts and whatnot. And, I just see that as very well put together and really easy for people to do, and it's good to have great people around to help make it go well.
Thank you.
Good. Allison, thank you very much. I mean, Greg, if this is the representation of the training we get, believe me, you guys, you want to go to your local junior achievement, because if this young lady knows their stuff, and this is in all the offices, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, Greg, more fun than tedious.
Oh yeah, more fun. Well, the content's great and it looks like fun, and also, when you are thinking of going in and volunteering, you want to make sure you're doing the right things. You want to volunteer. I'm not really the creative type. The good news is you don't have to be the creative type. You just have to want to do something and make a contribution, and they've made it so easy to put it together. It's very impressed all the way around.
Good, good. Well, you have the last word today.
All right. Well, if I can just say something, we have a lot of folks that come in here saying, I just want to change a life. I want to go into the classroom and I want to change lives in my community. But a quick warning to you, that is often the case, but really the one that walks away changed is you, the volunteer. You underestimate how different you feel at the end of these experiences. They are fun, they are reinvigorating, and you walk out and you have a new zest for what you do on a daily basis. You have a new appreciation for all that you have, and really, I can't tell you enough that we're here to support you. So we don't send you into the classroom and say, good luck, let us know when it's over. We are here every step of the way. So if you are scared of working with kindergartners, 7th graders, seniors in high school, we are there to prepare you for each of those experiences and really be a support system. So I would just challenge you to get involved in your community. Look at the financial crisis we're in right now. We're really trying to prevent that for the future generations, and you can be a part of that by teaching one of these programs.
I have a question I just thought of.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of our organization whose mission is to end financial illiteracy one community at a time? And then think of your business model of bringing entrepreneurs in, following your content of financial literacy. I mean, is it a perfect fit or what?
Yeah, I think the stars have really aligned on this one, and I think it's such a great tie into what you do. You can't not participate after that. It's just the best way to get involved with the next generation and teach them these skills.
Well, you've heard it. It's you heard it from Greg. You heard it from Allison. You've heard it from me. It's right there. It's right there for you. Allison, thank you very much. Greg, thanks for the time.